Welcome to our chess course on checkmate patterns. Today, we are all going to explore Anastasia's mate, a powerful checkmate pattern using a knight and rook to trap the enemy king to the edge of the board. Let's dive into the example. In this question, you may see already white knight is controlling some of the key squares in the opponent king side, nothing but g8 and g6, and of course black king is in the h file which is already open, and if white plays this wonderful rook check which gives a simple checkmate, and there is no way for black king to escape. And of course this is an anesthesia's mating pattern, and we are going to move on to the next puzzle which is slightly tougher than this one. This question is black to play. You can pause the video and find the best continuation for black to checkmate the white king. And in this question, already white king is castled, and if we able to find the move, knight e2, congrats to all, which helps the white king to move to the edge of the board. And now we need to find the best move for black to open up the H file. If we able to find this, Q takes H2 to open up the H file, and of course, white only choice is to play king takes H2, accepting the sacrifice, and already the escaping square G1 and G3 is controlled by the black knight, and some escaping squares is present in the H file, nothing but H3 and H1, which is also get controlled by this rook check, which controls the entire H file, and there is no way to escape the white king, and the game is over. Let's move on to the third one. This position, so very interesting one, because you may see black is trying for a checkmate in one move by playing queen h2, but this is white to play. We can find how white can save his king. Of course, white is white is going to checkmate the black king before black. The only good move for white is to play this rook e8. So after rook e8, if black plays king h7, which is a bad move, which leads to a queen d3 check, which creates a double attack for the king and as well as the rook. And once f5 is played, queen takes c2, which gives an advantage for white, and there is no way for black to survive. And of course, if after rook e8, if black plays this bishop f8, which is also lost. You can pause the video and find the best move for white. Congrats if you find the move rook takes f8, which is a wonderful sacrifice, forcing the opponent king to accept the sacrifice. If opponent king declines by playing this king g7 or king h7, which is also leads to loss after king g7 or king h7, white can play this rook takes f7 and completely lost after queen loss. So if opponent king accept the sacrifice by playing king takes f8, that is also lost. Now white can come up with this n f5 check, discover check, which controls the g7 and e7 square and forcing the opponent king to stay in this 8th rank. So after king g8, now finally whites come up with a beautiful, unbelievable sacrifice, nothing but queen f8 check. So if black plays king h7, that is also leads to mate after queen g7. And if king takes f8, accepting that sacrifice, that is also checkmate after rook d8, the escaping square. already e7 and g7 is controlled by the knight, and there is no way to save the game, and the game is already over. Let's move on to the fourth one. This is a basic one. Again, it's an easy one. And suppose it is black to play, mate in three, and white king is already castle. We can calculate and find the best continuation to finish the game. If you're able to find this wonderful move, knight e2, very important move to force the opponent king to the edge of the board. Once the opponent king moves to the edge of the board, the we should find a way to open up the file. And if you're able to find this move, queen takes h2, the only way for white king is to accept that sacrifice. King takes h2. Now the file is also open, and now the final step is to control the remaining escaping square along with the check. Nothing but rook h4 finally ends the game. And this is a work puzzle for you all. And try to solve the puzzle and drop your answers in the comments. And if you are interested in more checkmate puzzles, check our description. There is a Google form where you can sign up for our upcoming online and offline camp on checkmate patterns. Use the offer code capital ACA64 for a special discount valid only until our next mating pattern video is released. Stay tuned, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Bye.